Debbie is in Dallas for a modeling project. She is now 5 months pregnant.
I'm sorry, but my belly is getting bigger every month, so I can no longer wear any tight pants. That's why I came in this dress.
No problem. Actually, could you remove the dress and wear a bathing suit instead? Your swollen belly would make the pics of you even more attractive.
I thought this was for a men's magazine. Why emphasize my pregnancy, then? Men can't get pregnant. If this was for a magazine about pregnancy or motherhood, your request would make sense.
You've never been a man attracted to pregnant women, have you? Trust me, the readers of this magazine will love your growing figure. Meanwhile, back at the town, Mayor Ted Anderson was voted out of office in a recall election, and the voters, when given a choice of who should be Anderson's successor, overwhelmingly voted for Sandy Smith to be mayor. She is now in that office, dealing with the problems of the town her predecessor neglected for too long.
Congratulations on your promotion to police chief, Teddy Root.
Thank you, but you may call me Theodore from now on. I have grown to hate the name Teddy and Ted because of certain people that have had it around here. I want my name to be more dignified.
No problem. Now that you are at your rightful place in the police department, you need to go to the police station and meet your new recruits. I have personally chosen them to serve under you.
I'm on my way. It is really good to see you again. Thank you so much for returning.
Hearing that Sandy Smith was now the mayor made me eager to return to this town and help her as much as I can. Theodore.
Officer Kelly, you may not be police chief, but you still have more experience than me, so I will assign you the task of training any new members of our department that join us in the future. And a new trainee is outside. Go see her.
Carrie Sims, you are a cop now? Yes. I've always had a deeply personal passion for protecting the innocent and the weak from bullies and perverts. Now that is officially my job. And I was so happy to be told we'd be working together. This town will be made normal soon enough, I hope. It seems you, I, and the new police chief are the only cops left after Mrs. Smith purged all the others. We will have a lot to do around this town. Look at this mess. Mayor Anderson not only cut sales taxes drastically, he poured most of the money the town made into its police department and neglected everything else. And the town is over $100 million in debt. I will have to focus on paying down that debt before I even fix the other problems with the town.
But Mrs. Smith, the people of the town need their problems fixed as soon as possible. That is what you were elected to do. If you don't deal with our water supply and the roads, the people will lose faith in you.
Such a dilemma. I don't want to risk a backlash by raising taxes too high. That's exactly what Mayor Anderson said I would do.
President FDR would give messages directly to the people, often using what he called fireside chats, which were broadcast via radio. Today, you have the internet, including video sharing sites like YouTube. Take advantage of them. And so Mayor Smith uses her town's official YouTube account to make a message.
As mayor, I am facing some tough choices that will affect the lives of thousands around here, and so I want input from the people. So I will have a local ballot initiative. Voters will be asked what is more important, paying down the town's public debt or increasing spending to fund projects to reform the town.
Happy birthday, my beautiful love partner.
Oh, that huge cake you had made for me is so beautiful. I almost hate us having to eat it. Well, I'm sure between the 9 of us, we can eat it all up soon enough. Paul can't wait to taste it himself. 9 of us? Not counting your boyfriend, there are only 5 of us in this household. And Debbie is not even here today. So that means we have only 4. So who else is coming?
Oops, I forgot to mention that your brother and his family are coming here to see us. Surprise. I invited them and even offered to pay them for coming. I mean, this is your twin's birthday too, you know.
You arranged that too? Lucy, you are the best wife ever. I'll get that. It must be Jonathan and his family.
But when Jessica opens the front door,
Excuse me, I don't think we have met before. Who are you?
My name is Daniel Gordon. I am looking for my daughter. I went to the restaurant she owns and I was told by the waitress on duty she lives here.
What? Father, you are alive.
You thought I was dead, Lucy? I am so sorry. I did leave you and your mother suddenly because I could no longer believe the lies of the watchtower. But when I tried to convince my wife to follow me out, she refused and said she would have me disfellowshipped. So I left the next morning. I tried to become a coal miner in Kentucky, but that industry collapsed, so I have been struggling to make a living in Nashville, Tennessee for many years. Then I saw a news report about you and your restaurant. I learned you have a wife, 2 daughters and a daughter-in-law, so I knew you had also left the Jehovah's Witnesses. I was overjoyed that you have made the same move I did, and so I wanted to reconnect with you.
I never thought I'd see this day. Mother said you were dead to her, and since I was only 8 years old I took that literally. But she never held a funeral for you and I couldn't understand why.
I assumed you and Victoria would remain loyal to the cult and thus had rejected me too.
No. I went through hell when I came out as a lesbian and my mother and sister threw me out of the house and called me a pervert. I spent a year being all alone before I met Jessica and she saved me. Without her, I'd almost certainly be dead now.
Then it seems I owe you an incalculable debt, Jessica. Now that I have seen my daughter again, I am happy.
Excuse me. Welcome, Jonathan, Tara, and Helen. Thanks for coming to our party.
no problem. And who is this old man?
He is my father.
What? But you told me your father was dead.
Well, this is awkward as hell. Lucy, go take a walk with your father. I will stay here with Jonathan and the others.